I have this drum kit loaded and some interesting sounds here, and I think this could be kind of cool. I have no idea what the tempo is, and I don't really want to record anything in real time just yet. I want to take advantage of the step sequencing with Push, because that's another big marquee feature that's made Push as a platform very popular from the beginning. It's a lot of fun to program drums with. So, first off, I want to get a sense of what the tempo is. I'm going to press play. I'm assuming the tempo is 120 because I haven't changed it and it's a default project. But I'd like to hear it. So this button here lets me activate the metronome. And that's kind of what I thought is too fast. If I want to change the tempo, I could either press this to tap the tempo, or this is my tempo knob. I can touch it and see the tempo and obviously turn it. All right, cool. Let's go with something like that. Don't want to hear the click anymore. What I can do instead is now take advantage of step sequencing. So if you look at Ableton Live, there's no clip enabled. And if I look at Push and I press this button to see the clips in the session view, there's no clips. So how do I create a clip? If I'm in this note layout for the drum rack, as I mentioned previously, here, this lets me set a loop length. If I just simply press one of these pads, boom, now I have a 1-bar clip that's currently playing, it's active, and now I can enter notes. If I want to make the clip longer, I could just hold the first pad and then press the last pad, and now I have a 4-bar loop. There's the second bar. It moves to the next page, and here's the 3rd bar, and then there's the 4th bar. Another cool thing about this is that, let's say instead of making this a 4-bar loop, maybe I want to just have 4 separate 1-bar loops that I could bounce between. You can just double tap any one of these and just loop that bar. So with that set up, let's go to the 1st bar and get some notes going. Any sound I select by pressing it, it's highlighted in white, and now I can just simply enter those steps. Easy enough. Now's a good time to mention if the volume's too loud, you can always adjust the volume with the knob here. If you initially press it and turn it, it's for the main outputs. If you push it in, it'll be for the headphone output. All right, get some more stuff going here. Now, let me point this out really quickly, okay? I have an MPE kit loaded, and as I'm entering stuff in the step sequencer, it's really not going to take advantage of all the cool MPE functionality unless I automate some stuff. So I'll enter a few sounds here with the step sequencer, and then I'm going to want to record some stuff in real time so I can be a bit more expressive. But before we get there, let's add maybe, I don't know, some hats, some percussion. Okay, so I got this hi-hat here, and let's just do something fun. Put that there. Okay, this is pretty cool. Before I continue, one more thing I want to do before I get into doing some real-time recording is I want to take this 1-bar loop and I want to make it 2 bars, but I don't want to have an empty bar here. So if that's the case, there's a button here that says double loop, and this will allow me to take my 1-bar clip and make it 2 bars. But before I do that, if I look at the screen, I can see right now, I see knobs that let me control parameters of the drum rack, which is great. But what if I want to see what's inside the clip and not just focus on using the pads here? If you look at the upper right above this jog wheel, these buttons determine what you see on the screen. I guess these buttons do too, but I mean, when you're normally working, these are the buttons you're going to focus on to switch modes. This is my device view button, and here's my device, but I want to see the inside of the clip. If I hit the next button here, this is going to show me the mixer, and I can hit this to toggle between the mixer settings for this track or the volume of all visible tracks. The 3rd button here is going to show me the clip view, and we'll get back to this in just a second. The last button actually shows me the session view, and I can see on track 1 I have 1 active clip. Let's go back here, and I can see I have a 1-bar clip. Now it's very easy to see, and when I hit double loop, it'll be very easy to see that it's now a 2-bar clip and all the notes are still there. All right, cool. So this is a decent start, but a drum beat doesn't really feel like a drum beat unless you got a kick and some bass going. So let's work on that next and do some real-time recording.